Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Nahmaduhu wa nusalli ala rasulihil kareem. Class, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.
Alhamdulillah. Last time, if you recollect, I have introduced to you a pattern root, fa'ala, and we have started calling it Mr. Fa'ala. So our radical fa is presented with a specific color, that is blue. Radical ain is in that color, and radical lam in green color. We have also noted last time that when the subject fa'il is 3M1, that is third person masculine singular, then the verb ends in a as alima, jahila, sadaqa, qara'a, kataba, dakhala, kharaja. When the subject fa'il is 3M1, verb ends with a. So now let me use these signs to you, and if you could give me the root, it would be highly appreciated. Class, ready?
Alima,
Alima,
jahila,
jahila, jahila,
sadaqa,
sadaqa,
qara'a,
qara'a,
kataba,
kataba,
dakhala,
dakhala,
kharaja.
kharaja. Yes? Should we make progress? Yes, fine. Alhamdulillah. Please read.
Da'ufa,
ضعف ضعف ضعف. The root meaning for ضعف is to become weak. So, what will be the literal meaning in perfect?
he became weak.
He became weak. That is, 3M1 became weak. Third person masculine singular is the subject of da'ufa, fa'il of da'ufa, and here the verb ends with a. The verb ends with a. Da'ufa, da'ufa. And this will be our sign. Da'ufa, da'ufa. So, class, ready?
Jahila,
Jahila, jahila, alima,
sadaqa,
sadaqa,
dakhala, kharaja, da'ufa.
ضعف. Alhamdulillah. Progress? Yes, inshallah. Now, let us take another root, and that is, please read,
Jalasa,
means to sit. So what will be the literal meaning?
He sat.
He sat. And this will be our sign. So, class, ready?
Yes.
Da'ufa,
ضعف,
jalasa,
جلس,
alima,
علم,
jahila,
جهل,
qara'a,
قرأ,
kataba,
كتب,
dakhala,
دخل,
kharaja.
خرج. Alhamdulillah. What do you say? Progress? Inshallah. Good. Yes. Another root. What is the subject of this? Akala. What is subject? 3M1. Third person masculine singular. The verb ends with a. The verb ends with a. Now, akala, the root meaning of akala, to eat. So, what will be the literal meaning?
He ate.
He ate. He ate. And this will be our sign. This will be our sign. So, class, ready? Yes, fine.
Da'ufa,
ضعف,
akala,
أكل,
jalasa,
جلس,
kharaja, dakhala,
دخل,
sadaqa,
صدق,
alima,
علم,
jahila,
جهل,
kataba,
كتب,
qara'a,
قرأ. قرأ. Progress? Can I take another one? Would you please read one of them?
sami'a,
سمع, سمع. The root meaning is to listen. So what will be the literal meaning?
He listened.
He listened. He heard. He listened. He listened. And this will be our sign. So now, class, ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Akala.
ضعف
جلس.
جلس
سمع.
سمع
كتب.
كتب
قرأ.
قرأ كتب قرأ
جهل.
جهل
علم.
علم
صدق.
صدق
خرج.
خرج
دخل.
Alhamdulillah. Very good progress. And the final one.
أكل.
Akala. 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 Should we take more?
كذب.
The root meaning of kadhaba, to lie. So what will be the literal meaning?
He lied.
He lied. He lied. Since we do not like lie, so we'll just cross it. This will be our sign. Kadhaba. And we just endorse what? Sadaqa with yes sign, kadhaba with cross sign. This we don't want. Kadhaba. So, class, ready? Yes.
صدق.
Sadaqa.
كذب.
كذب.
أكل.
أكل.
سمع.
سمع.
قرأ.
قرأ.
كتب.
كتب.
دخل.
دخل.
خرج.
خرج.
جلس.
جلس.
علم.
علم. علم. Good. And
جلس.
جلس.
ضعف.
ضعف. ضعف.
سمع.
سمع. Please read.
ذهب.
ذهب. For ذهب, we can invent this sign. That is 11 number bus. 1, 1. 11 number. Pollution free. ذهب. Pollution free. ذهب. Fine. So, should we start?
Yes.
Good. Alhamdulillah.
علم.
علم.
جلس.
جلس.
جهل.
جهل. جهل.
صدق.
صدق.
قرأ.
قرأ.
كتب.
كتب.
دخل.
دخل.
خرج.
خرج.
ضعف.
ضعف.
جلس.
جلس.
أكل.
أكل.
سمع.
سمع.
كذب.
كذب.
ذهب.
ذهب. Let me write one more here. Please read.
شرب.
Shariba. Shariba. And this will be our sign. All right? Class, ready? Yes?
أكل.
أكل.
شرب.
شرب.
دخل.
دخل.
خرج.
خرج.
جلس.
جلس.
سمع.
سمع.
قرأ.
قرأ.
كتب.
كتب.
صدق.
صدق.
كذب.
كذب.
علم.
علم. علم. Alhamdulillah. So, when the fa'il, subject of a verb, when the subject of a verb is 3M1, third person masculine singular, the verb ends in what?
فتحة.
A sound. And here please note that last time we did learn that as far as radical ain is concerned, radical ain in different roots either accept fatha. Can you spot where the radical ain, please, radical ain accept fatha?
صدق.
Sorry, sadaqa,
قرأ.
qara'a,
كتب.
kataba,
دخل.
دخل,
خرج.
خرج,
جلس.
جلس,
أكل. كتب. ذهب.
And would you please spot when the radical ain accept kasrah?
علم.
Alima,
جهل.
jahila,
سمع.
sami'a, sami'a. And where the radical ain accept dhamma.
ضعف.
ضعف. ضعف. ضعف. As compared to this fatha and kasrah, dhamma roots are few. But alhamdulillah, we have noted that it is possible for radical ain to accept either fatha, kasrah, or dhamma when the subject is 3F1, that is third person feminine singular, then the verb ends with at. When the subject is 3F1, the verb ends with at. When the subject is 3M1, the verb ends with what? At. When the subject is 3F1, the verb ends with what? At. At. Now from my signs, if you could give me 3F1. Class, ready?
Yes.
شربت
شربت
أكلت
أكلت
ذهبت
ذهبت 11 number bus, pollution free. ذهبت ذهبت
جلست
جلست
أكلت
أكلت
جهلت
جهلت
صدقت
صدقت
كذبت
كذبت كذبت
قرأت
قرأت
كتبت
كتبت
دخلت
دخلت
خرجت
خرجت
ضعفت
ضعفت ضعفت
سمعت
سمعت سمعت. Alhamdulillah, we have done that. That whenever the subject is 3F1, that is here. When the subject is 3F1, the verb ends with what? At. 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 Now what I suggest is, why not we just use this both, whichever sign I demonstrate. First of all, look my sign, and whatever I demonstrate, then you please give me the verb. All right? Fine. Class, ready? Yes? So let me take in my hand and then show you this. This will be better. So careful, class, all right? And that will be puzzle.
أكلت
Akala,
أكلت
akalat,
جلست
jalasat,
قرأت
qara'at, qara'at,
كتبت
kataba.
كتبت
I didn't give you the sign. All right, fine. Please wait for my sign. I appreciate, admire your enthusiasm. All right, fine. Yes?
ذهبت
ذهبت ذهبت
أكلت
أكلت أكلت
شربت
شرب شرب
ضعفت
ضعفت ضعفت
علمت
علم علم
جهلت
جهلت
دخلت
دخلت
خرجت
خرجت دخلت خرجت
جلس
جلس جلس
جلست
جلست
كذب
كذب
جلست
جلست
كذبت
كذبت كذبت
صدقت
صدق
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 دخلت
دخلت
خرجت
خرجت. ما شاء الله.
جهلت
جهل
جاهلت
جاهلت. Alhamdulillah, class has made very good progress. Let us go to our text. And who can volunteer number 1 to be recited, please? Number 1.
من علم
Man alima. Who knew.
هو علم
Huwa alima. He knew.
الأب علم
Al-abu alima. The father knew.
الرجل علم
Ar-rajulu alima. The man knew.
الولد علم
Al-waladu alima. The boy knew.
موسى علم
Musa alima. Musa knew. Please note, in this, Huwa is a subject. Man, first of all, man is interrogative particle. Alima is triliteral root. The root meaning is to know, and the literal meaning, he knew. So man alima, who knew. Huwa is 3M1, personal pronoun, is subject, so he knew. Al-ab here is subject, or rajul here is subject, followed by the verb. Al-walad is subject, followed by the verb. And Musa is a subject, followed by the verb alima. Who can read number 2? Naam.
من علمت
Man alimat, who knew.
هي علمت
Hiya alimat, she knew.
الأم علمت
Al-ummu alimat, the mother knew.
المرأة علمت
Al-mara'atu alimat, the woman knew.
البنت علمت
Al-bintu alimat, the girl knew.
مريم علمت
Maryamu alimat, Maryam knew. Would you please point out from number 2 which are the subject? Which are the subjects, please?
هي
Hiya,
الأم
al-um,
المرأة
al-mar'a,
البنت
al-bint,
مريم
and Maryam. These are the subjects. And what is the character of this subject? What is the gender of this subject?
مؤنث.
Yes,
3F1.
they are feminine. 3F1. Third person feminine singular. So here the verb ends with what? At. At. All through. At. Who can volunteer the third, please? Yes?
من جهل
Man jahila, who remained ignorant.
هو جهل
Huwa jahila, he remained ignorant.
جهل الأب
Jahil al-ab, the father remained ignorant.
جهل الرجل
Jahil al-rajul, the man remained ignorant.
جهل الولد
Jahil al-walad, the boy remained ignorant. Now here we have brought deliberately the verb first. In the previous 2, we brought the subject first, and it is possible. When subject is brought first, the sentence is known as nominal sentence, and when the verbs are brought first, the sentence is known as verbal sentence. So here now, when the subject is 3M1, the verb ends with a. When the subject is 3F1, the verb ends with at. Now, there is one thing which I would like to present to you is Sharibat al-bint. Now, if you had to join this, here, this is sharibat. This is sharibat. But when we join, we just place this ta with kasrah to join with lam. Because both these consonants are quiescent. Both these consonants are quiescent. So, in that case, we are allowed to place kasrah here. We are allowed to place kasrah here to join this ti, ta with lam. And this kasrah, I call it as kasrah of convenience, because it gives us the convenience to join this ta which carries sukun with lam which carries sukun, so that we can articulate one go, at one stretch. Sharibatil bint. If we don't put this kasrah of convenience, then we have to articulate as what? Sharibat was al-bintu, which Arabs do not like. They would like to articulate in one go. And this is the reason why they just place this kasrah under this ta, so that ta can become mobile, as I explained to the students while teaching them Quranic script. So it will become mobile and it will join with the quiescent lam, sharibatil bint. Alhamdulillah. Now let us see this hal, our interrogative particle. Hal, that is hal. So here, let me put now here again, who can read this sentence, please?
البنت ذهبت.
Yes. Now here, because it carries this sukun, and then this again, lam is also sukun. So we just place what? Kasrah of convenience. Halil bintu dhahabat. Did the girl go? So you note, please, this lam which carries sukun, we place the kasrah of convenience to join this lam, and we are permitted to do so, so that in one go we can articulate this. Halil bintu dhahabat. Did the girl go? And as far as this kasrah of convenience is concerned, we may come across in our text whenever we articulate, especially when the subject is 3F1. Let us go back to this, our text, inshallah. Go back to our text. Now, we were on number 4. Who can volunteer, please, to recite? Yes?
من جهلت.
Man jahilat, who remained ignorant.
هي جهلت.
Here, jahilat, she remained ignorant.
جهلت الأم.
Jahilatil the mother remained ignorant. As I mentioned to you earlier, that jahilat ends with ta quiescent, and then al is there next. Lam is also quiescent for al So we placed kasrah of convenience under this ta, so that ta can become mobile and can be joined with the quiescent lam. Jahilatil Now,
جهلت المرأة.
jahilatil mar'ah, the woman remained ignorant.
جهلت البنت.
Jahilatil bint, the girl remained ignorant. Who can volunteer for number 5, please? Yes.
من صدق.
Man sadaqa, who spoke the truth.
صدق الله وصدق الرسول.
Sadaqallahu wa sadaqa ar-rasulu sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Allah spoke the truth, and the messenger sallallahu alayhi wasallam spoke the truth.
من كتب ومن قرأ.
Man kataba wa man qara'a, who wrote and who read.
كتب الأب وقرأ الولد.
Kataba al-abu wa qara'a al-walad, the father wrote and the boy read. Who else can read this 7, please?
هو دخل ثم خرج.
Huwa dakhala thumma kharaja. He entered, then he came out. Who can volunteer for number 9, please? Yes?
هي دخلت ثم خرجت.
Hiya dakhalat thumma kharajat. Now we have the new word here, thumma. Thumma means then. Good? So, hiya dakhalat thumma kharajat. She entered, then she came out. Next, please.
الأب دخل ثم أكل.
Al-abu dakhala thumma akala. The father entered, then he ate. Might be very hungry. Good. Yes, 11, please.
الأم دخلت ثم أكلت.
Al-ummu dakhalat thumma akalat. The mother entered, then she ate. She might also be hungry. Yes, next please.
قرأ الأب وسمع الولد.
قرأ الأب وسمع الولد. The father read and the boy listened. Next.
قرأت الأم وسمعت البنت.
قرأت الأم وسمعت البنت. The mother read and the daughter listened. Here we can take liberty in the context of we can translate al-bint as daughter. Man ذهبت, who went. Al-ummu ذهبت wal-bintu ذهبت. The mother went and the daughter went. Man ضعف, who became weak. ضعف الأب, the father became weak. Next.
هل البنت ضعفت؟
هل البنت ضعفت? Did the girl become weak?
لا، ضعفت الأم.
لا، ضعفت الأم. No, the mother became weak. Alhamdulillah. Thank you. Let us take the other step and we learn further. We have treated these two so far. That is, when the subject is 3M1, the verb ends with what? When the subject is 3F1, the verb ends with what? At. So far rhythm is what? At. Now, when the subject is 2M1, the verb ends with ta. So, what rhythm so far? At. Ta. When the subject is 2M1, the verb ends with ta. So, let us try to see. Please give me, with my signs, this 2M1. Class, ready? Alhamdulillah.
علمت.
علمت. علمت.
جهلت.
جهلت. جهلت.
صدقت.
صدقت. صدقت.
جهلت.
جهلت. جهلت.
كذبت.
كذبت. كذبت.
قرأت.
قرأت.
كتبت.
كتبت.
دخلت.
دخلت.
خرجت.
خرجت.
ضعفت.
ضعفت. ضعفت.
جلست.
جلست.
أكلت.
أكلت.
شربت.
شربت.
سمعت.
سمعت.
كذبت.
كذبت. كذبت.
ذهبت.
ذهبت. Now, Alhamdulillah, we are making very good progress. Now, let me put these three cards together, and then I may give my sign and keep on changing the card, and you give me. All right? The conjugations. Ready?
ذهب.
ذهب.
ذهبت.
ذهبت.
سمعت.
سمعت. سمعت.
دخلت.
دخلت. دخلت.
أكل.
أكل.
قرأت.
قرأت.
كتبت.
كتبت. كتبت.
علمت.
علمت. علمت.
صدق.
صدق. صدق.
كذبت.
كذبت.
أكلت.
أكلت. أكلت.
ذهبت.
ذهبت.
شربت.
شربت. Now, Alhamdulillah, the progress is very good. Now, let me take another step. If the subject is 2F1, then the verb ends with T. So far, rhythm. At, ta, ti. At, ta, ti. Class. Ti. Very good. Well, yes, please, if you want. Come on. Yes. Ti. Ti. Good. Now, class, ready with my signs? Give me 2F1 first. Ready? Yes.
ضعفتي
ضعفتي.
أكلتي
أكلتي.
شربتي
شربتي.
ذهبتي
ذهبتي.
جلستي
جلستي.
دخلتي
دخلتي.
صدقتي
صدقتي.
كذبتي
كذبتي.
علمتي
علمتي.
جهلتي
جهلتي.
قرأتي
قرأتي.
كتبتي
كتبتي.
سمعتي
سمعتي. Alhamdulillah. Now, let me pick this and try to see this, inshallah. I'm sure we can make it out, inshallah. All right? I keep on changing my cards, and then you please give me the conjugation according to my signs. All right, class, ready? Yes.
جلس
Jalasa. Jalasa.
أكلت
أكلت. أكلت.
سمعت
سمعت. سمعت.
ضعفتي
ضعفتي
ضعفتي. ضعفتي. ضعفتي.
صدق
صدق. صدق.
قرأت
قرأت. قرأت.
كتبت
كتبت. كتبت.
دخلت
دخلت. دخلت.
خرج
خرج
خرج.
خرج
خرج. خرج.
ضعفت
ضعفت. ضعفت. ضعفت.
جلست
جلست. جلست.
أكلت
أكلت. أكلت.
سمع
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 سمعت. سمع.
سمع
سمع. سمع. Good. Good. Good.
كذب
كذبت
كذبت. كذبت. And final.
ذهبت
ذهبت. ذهبت. So, what is our rhythm? Please, class.
أتتي
أتتي. أتتي. Good so far. أتتي. If the subject is first person masculine singular or feminine singular, that is 1M1 plus F1, then the verb ends in tu. So let me write. So let us see now. In as far as mufrad is concerned, in singular form is concerned, I think our rhythm is complete. And what it is? At, ta, ti, tu. At, ta, ti, tu. At, ta, ti, tu. Please make me happy. What is rhythm?
أتتي
Alhamdulillah. Now, please give me with my signs 1M1 plus F1. Class, ready?
ضعفت
ضعفت.
كتبت
كتبت.
قرأت
قرأت.
جلست
جلست.
ذهبت
ذهبت.
أكلت
أكلت.
شربت
شربت.
دخلت
دخلت.
خرجت
خرجت. خرجت.
سمعت
سمعت. سمعت.
صدقت
صدقت.
كذبت
Allah forbid. كذبت. كذبت. MashaAllah. Good. And if I pick all these cards and try to demonstrate to you, inshallah.
جلست
جلست.
دخلت
دخلت
تأتيت تأتيت
Good, 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 good.
صدقت
صدقت صدقت
علمت
علمت علمت
ذهب
ذهب
جلست
جلست جلست
أكلت
أكلت
شربت
شربت شربت
سمعت
سمعت. And if we quickly go to our text, who can read number 1, please, for unit 11? أكتبت أكتبت. Did you write?
نعم كتبت.
نعم كتبت. Yes, I wrote.
هل سمعت؟
هل سمعت? Did you listen?
نعم سمعت.
نعم سمعت. هل أكلت؟ نعم أكلت. Did you eat? Yes, I ate.
هل ذهبت؟
هل ذهبت؟
نعم ذهبت.
نعم ذهبت. هل ذهبت? Did you go? نعم ذهبت. Yes, I went.
هل قرأت وعلمت؟
هل قرأت وعلمت؟
نعم قرأت وعلمت.
هل قرأت وعلمت? Did you read and did you know? نعم قرأت وعلمت. Yes, I read and I knew. Alhamdulillah, inshallah, we'll continue with the text. Let us see that what we have learned here, and Mr. Fa'ala has helped us tremendously for this purpose, because we are going to take his assistance, seek his assistance whenever we have a problem, and Mr. Fa'ala, inshallah, would solve that problem. So when the subject is 3M1, the verb ends in when the subject is 3F1, the verb ends with at. When the subject is 2M1, the verb ends ta. When the subject is 2F1, the verb ends with t. When the subject is a plus F1, the verb ends with to. And the rhythm is
تأتيت.
Now, alhamdulillah, we'll inshallah continue. I'm sure you are interested. Barakallahu li walakum wal jamil muslimin. إنه تعالى جواد كريم ملك بر رؤوف رحيم. اللهم صل على نبي الرحمة وسلم. O Allah, let the world witness peace, justice, human dignity, freedom, unity, and prosperity.